Good morning everyone. Welcome back to GK Today. And today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 3rd of May 2023. Let's start with our session. Which institution prepares the National Health Account Estimates for India? So this National Health Account estimates the report which is prepared by the National Health System Resource Center, and it works under the Union Health Ministry, right? And this report is being released since 2014, and recently the 7th report, means the 7th edition, has been released. So NHA estimates are prepared by using an accounting framework that is based on the internationally accepted standard of System of Health Accounts 2011, which is developed by the World Health Organization. Fine. So only thing you have to remember is this National Health Account estimate is prepared by the National Health System Resource Center. Big Catch-up initiative is launched by which particular organization? So this Big Catch initiative has been launched by the World Health Organization as a part of World Immunization Week. Okay? And under this, WHO along with other public health organizations is working to restore the progress that has been made in the immunization coverage that was actually lost due to the COVID-19 pandemic. So basically it will pay special attention to 10 countries including Pakistan and Afghanistan to restore the essential immunization coverage to at least 2019 levels. Fine. So this initiative belongs to the World Health Organization. Now next is, which organization has released the World Development Report 2023? So this report has been released by the World Bank, and according to this report, around 184 million people across the globe lack citizenship to the country in which they are living. And also the report proposes a framework to maximize the development impacts of the cross-border movements on both destination and the origin countries. Fine. So you can be asked that which organization has released the World Development Report? Answer would be World Bank. Next is, which space agency is associated with the Future Circular Collider project? So European Organization for Nuclear Research, CERN, is currently working on the first phase of its Future Circular Collider project, and it is expected to be a potential successor of the Large Hadron Collider, which is the world's largest and the most powerful accelerator that was started in the year 2008, right? So this is a project of CERN, means the European Organization for Nuclear Research. Now NASA was also in news because the scientists of NASA have observed the seismic waves traveling through the planet Mars for the very first time, using which they have predicted the composition of the Mars core. Okay, and the seismic data was collected by the NASA InSight lander. Fine. And this data reveals that the core of Mars is filled with liquid iron alloy core with high percentage of sulfur and oxygen. Okay, so you can be asked that using which type of wave the composition of Mars core composition has been predicted by NASA? Answer would be using the seismic waves. Next question is, as per the recently released NHA estimates for India 2019 to 20, which is the share of out-of-pocket expenditure in total health expenditure? So as per the recently released National Health Account Estimate Report for 2019 to 20, the share of out-of-pocket expenditure in the total health expenditure has declined from 62.6% to now 47.1%. And the continuous decline in this out-of-pocket expenditure in the overall health spending is observed to be in line with the increased public spending in the healthcare, which shows the progress towards the universal health coverage in India. Fine. So what is the share of the out-of-pocket expenditure in total health expenditure? Answer would be 47.1%. You can also be asked in a statement format like this percentage has been increased, decreased, or remains same. So answer would be decreased. Next is, where was the Advantage Healthcare India 2023 conference held? So this Advantage Healthcare India is a leading event in Southeast Asia that focuses on the medical value travel industry. So basically it is a 2-day event that was held at Pragati Maidan in New Delhi at the sidelines of the G20 meetings. And aim of the event was to create a platform for all the important stakeholder groups across the healthcare industry, ensuring rich takeaways and immense learning and networking opportunities for all the participants. Fine. So the venue for the Advantage Healthcare India 2023 conference is New Delhi. Next question is, as per a recent study, trees and the crops endemic to which country have higher air pollution tolerance index? So air pollution tolerance index is a kind of tool that is used to examine the tolerance capacity of a crop or the tree species against the air pollution. Okay, and a new study has found that certain trees and the crops endemic to India have high air pollution tolerance index. For example, peepal, neem, mango, and various type of crops like maize, pigeon pea, and safflower, which are endemic to India, can help in lowering the impact of air pollution by absorbing and filtering the pollutants. Fine. So here correct answer would be India. So trees and crops endemic to India have higher air pollution tolerance index. Also don't forget that recently the second deepest blue hole was discovered off the coast of Yucatan Peninsula. In which country? In Mexico. Okay. What are these blue holes? These are actually large undersea vertical caves, or you can say sinkholes, that are found in the coastal region. And recently the second deepest blue hole was discovered off the coast of Yucatan Peninsula in the country Mexico. So this new blue hole was about 900 feet deep, and it is behind only one other in depth, that is the Dragon Hole, which lies in South China Sea. Fine. So you can be asked that recently the second deepest blue hole was discovered off the coast of Yucatan Peninsula in which country? So answer would be Mexico. Next is, when is the World Intellectual Property Day observed? So we observe this day every year on 26th of April, and it raises awareness about intellectual properties and their protection. Basically the WIPO convention came into effect in 1970, and in the year 2000 WIPO's member states declared 26th of April as the World Intellectual Property Day. Okay. Now when do we observe the English Language Day? This day is observed every year on 23rd of April. Then on 23rd of April we observe another day named as World Book Day. Right. Basically it is an initiative to create awareness of the importance of education and literacy. Then World Earth Day is observed every year on 22nd of April. You have to tell me what was the theme for this year. Then National Civil Services Day is observed on 21st of April, right? And why 21st of April? Because this is the birth anniversary of Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, who is the first Home Minister of India. And another day is World Heritage Day. It is observed on 18th of April. Why? To promote global awareness of the significance of historical heritage and the cultural monuments and the measures required to protect them for future generation. Fine. Next is, which Union Ministry launched the Pashudhan Jagruti Abhiyan? So this is an awareness program that has been launched by the Department of Animal Husbandry and Dairying. And it is organized as a part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav to increase the farmers' understanding of the latest practices and techniques in the animal husbandry and dairy farming. Fine. So which ministry is associated with Pashudhan Jagruti Abhiyan? Answer is Ministry of Fisheries, Animal Husbandry and Dairying. Next is Cyber National Mission Force is associated with which particular country? So it comes under the aegis of US Department of Defense, and it is responsible for combating foreign malicious cyber actors and aiding the foreign governments to fight hackers. So now US is sending more of its cyber forces abroad to help the foreign governments so that they can fight the problem of hacking. And in the last 3 years, this force has conducted 47 such defensive operations in across 20 countries. Fine. So this Cyber National Mission Force is associated with the country US. Also, USA was in news because of its mobile vaccine printer. Okay. This is an innovative technology developed by the researchers at MIT, and this small device is capable of producing hundreds of vaccine doses within a single day. Also, it has the potential to provide vital vaccines to individuals in the remote regions who lack the required resources for conventional vaccine storage and transportation. Fine. Simply you can be asked that scientist from which country has developed the mobile vaccine printer? Answer would be US. Can you tell me which among the following countries are using currently the guided bombs? Do let me know in the comment section. Which state or the union territory launched the 5T school transformation program? So Chief Minister of Odisha recently launched the third phase of the 5T school transformation program, and it will help in equipping the schools with modern technology, digital and smart classrooms, e-library and laboratories. Also, he inaugurated 357 transformed schools in total 4 districts. Who is the current Chief Minister of Odisha? Mr. Naveen Patnaik. Now last question is, Parkash Singh Badal, who passed away recently, was the former Chief Minister of which Indian state? So Parkash Singh Badal passed away recently, and he was the former Chief Minister of Punjab state and senior leader of Shiromani Akali Dal. Also, he visited the country Pakistan with Atal Bihari Vajpayee in 1999, and he was accompanied by veteran journalist Kuldeep Nair, writer-poet Javed Akhtar and actor Devanand, etc. Fine. So he has recently passed away, and he was the former Chief Minister of the state Punjab. So these are the most important current affairs and the news from today. And now let's start with our revision session, in which we are doing the current affairs revision for the month of March, and this is part 11 in this series. Let's start with question number 151 and we'll go up to question number 165. A recent research predicted that a new ocean would be created as which region splits into 2 separate parts. So scientists have predicted that a new ocean would be created in Africa because it is gradually splitting into 2 separate parts. Okay. So East African Rift is an active continental rift zone that is situated in the eastern part of the continent, and this is a kind of crack that stretches over 56 kilometers, and it appeared in the desert of Ethiopia in 2005, and with this now it has triggered the formation of a new sea. Triania indica, which was discovered recently, belongs to which species? This is a newly discovered species of spider, and it has been found from the Western Ghat. INS Dronacharya, which recently received the President's Color, is based in which Indian state? INS Dronacharya is the Indian Navy's gunnery school that is situated in Kerala state, and recently it has received the President's Color award. That's why it is important. Which recently discovered species has been named after K.N. Ganeshaya, a famous agricultural scientist and a Kannada writer? So this is gecko, a newly discovered species of gecko that is endemic to Maharashtra, has been named after K.N. Ganeshaya. St. Patrick's Day commemorate Saint Patrick and the arrival of Christianity in which particular country? We observe this day on 17th of March every year, and it marks traditional death date of Saint Patrick, who is the patron saint of the country, Ireland. And this day commemorates Saint Patrick and the arrival of Christianity in Ireland, and also celebrates the heritage and culture of the Irish in general. Mustatils are the stone structures that have been recorded in which particular country? These are actually the monumental stone structures that are made of sandstone walls that have been recorded in Saudi Arabia since the 1970s. And recent evacuations at the town of Al-Ula revealed that these prehistoric structures were used for the ritualistic purpose. Which Indian American was recently appointed as the Assistant Secretary of Defense for the Air Force? This is Mr. Ravi Chaudhary. Recently, he has been appointed as the Assistant Secretary of Defense for the Air Force, and earlier he served as a senior executive at the US Department of Transportation, where he was director. The Reserve Bank of India signed MOU with which country's central bank to promote innovation in financial product? This is the country UAE. Reserve Bank of India and Central Bank of UAE signed a memorandum of understanding to enhance the cooperation and jointly enable the innovation in financial products and services. Fine. So under the MOU, both the central banks will collaborate on various emerging areas of fintech, especially central bank digital currencies, etc. Which Union Ministry implements the PM Mitra scheme? Answer is Ministry of Textile. Actually, Indian government has announced 7 PM Mitra parks recently, and this scheme is implemented by Ministry of Textile. These parks will come up in 7 different states, which are these: Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Gujarat, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Uttar Pradesh, and Maharashtra. Right? What is the full form of Mitra? Pradhan Mantri Mega Integrated Textile Region and Apparel Parks. CESTAT is an appellate tribunal set up under which particular act? Answer is Custom Act 1962. Actually, this tribunal is commemorating its 40 years of operation, and it is mandated to hear the appeals against orders passed by the Commissioner's Appeal under Section 129A of the Custom Act 1962. Who are the beneficiaries of Sagar Parikrama program? Answer would be fishermen. Right? Why it was in news? Because the 4th phase of Sagar Parikrama has been launched recently, and main objective of this program is to facilitate the interaction with fishermen, coastal communities, and the stakeholders to disseminate the information of various fisheries related scheme and program. Basic aim is to promote responsible fisheries and protection of our marine ecosystem. Right? Audit Online, which was recognized at the WSIS Forum 2023, is an open source application developed by which particular ministry? Audit Online is an open source application that has been developed under the e-Panchayat Mission Mode project as a part of the Panchayat Enterprise Suite. And basic aim is to facilitate the internal and external audit of the government departments or Panchayati Raj institutions. Recently, it has been given recognition at the WSIS Forum 2023. Panchayati Raj Ministry's project of Panchayat Cluster aims to create how many model Gram Panchayat clusters across India? So the progress of this project was reviewed recently by the Union Rural Development Ministry, and the purpose is to set up 250 model Gram Panchayat clusters across the country. Okay, so answer would be 250. Which country launched the Falcon LLM, a large language model with 40 billion parameters? This is UAE. UAE has launched the Falcon large language model with 40 billion parameters, and aim is to make the country a leader in the knowledge economy, driving progress and prosperity. Heal in India is an initiative of which union ministry? Answer is Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So it was launched to promote the medical tourism, and under the initiative, the union ministries of Ayush and Health and Family Welfare are collaborating to develop a one-step Heal in India portal to provide a medical value travel. Fine. So these are the next 15 questions from the month of March, and tomorrow we'll take it ahead from question number 166 up to question number 180. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions, and at the end of the lecture do not forget to share your scores in the comment section. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, Minu Hatsana signing off.